his game updating at the moment. He was running a tournament earlier today, and he had to switch back to normal so that he could play with some people that didn't have the Silence and the Fury DLC yet. So yeah, we're just waiting for Linksi's game to catch up, but that's okay because we were kind of so the mission today is to try to play Torox, but in a head-to-head multiplayer campaign, and see how bullshit that is. Basically, I shouldn't swear so much, sorry. But yeah, so there's been some concern online about people saying, oh, if you played against Torox in a co-op game, it'd be terrible because the other player would have like a million battles, or if you played in a head-to-head game, it'd be terrible because it would be really unbalanced and the Torox player would be whatever. So basically, wanted to just show you what a head-to-head play campaign against Torox is actually like. So this isn't really a competitive playthrough because Linksi's just like helping me basically to show this off for you guys. So we're not really. I know we might have a competitive playthrough one day if we can figure out a pretty fair matchup or something. But this isn't really about that. I mean, we'll probably get to see Linksy kicking my butt at some point. But,
I am
yeah.
I am what you would call a scapegoat.
Your scapegoat, yeah, or you're a ring-in. I wanted somebody who was pretty good at playing the battles, pretty good at micro and stuff like that. And I remember when we did a co-op when we were playing as Bretonia, and you were quite good with microing all the cav and everything, so I thought you'd be a good person to do head-to-head with.
Thank you, thanks. I mean, I've been dying to do another co-op with you because, as I always tell you, it's like having a drink at the bar when we hang out. So yeah, that's definitely fun. So I have 5 minutes left. I don't know what the hell is happening. It told me 5 seconds, and then it went back to 15 minutes. Now it's down to 5.
Oh no, you got the progress bar that just
it's
never-ending progress bar.
So there's that happening. So yeah, but I think a lot of people see Torox as being broken because Legend and you to a certain extent broke it. And at the same time, when I tried personally to do so, I realized how difficult and how much stars need to align. Like, maybe you remember, there was this movie, Hercules, the cartoon movie, and stars had to align. And in my head, it was like that. It's like they have to have this special sequence of events before you can get to the point you're unstoppable. But for that to happen, you need to be lucky and to be really good at the game.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like I tried without really using any exploits, and I think it could have done it, but I was just a bit unlucky, and also I didn't quite understand how the mechanics work properly because it's if you're changing stances all the time, it's easy to get your movement just removed for no reason.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that.
Yeah. That actually screwed up my second last run, the run that I was about to, I'd got it all set up, I had all my items and all that, and I was about to go, and I was up to about turn battle number 6, and so it was looking good, and I had this perfect setup with a siege and 3 other armies outside it, so I had 4 battles there and everything, and then I stuffed that one up with the movement thing. And so then after that, I ended up using the movement bug to make sure that the last run finally worked. So yeah, I imagine if you didn't use the movement bug, it would be really hard to make sure that actually happened. So.
It's funny you mentioned the movement bug. Like what I realized is that what Torox mechanic does, it gives you the movement bug essentially as a mechanic. That's why he's so powerful.
Yeah, I thought of that as well. When I was playing it, it's just like, oh, it's like CA have just made the movement bug part of the game now, but it seems easier with Sora.
Yeah, it's like it's an integral part of the game, and you can just whenever. So I mean, I played him with a couple of hours yesterday, and he is powerful, but damn, he dies fast if you make one small mistake. Like he cannot just go against anyone and just win. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely I don't know, it was really hard to get, and I'm glad that you said that as well, that you thought it was really hard to get the rampage going as well, because the infinite rampage, you can get one rampage going, but then trying to make sure that you cycle through your rampage and get it going again in the same turn without losing it, and getting that to happen in successive turns over and over again, I'm glad you said that it is actually quick.
No, I mean, I only managed to get the rampage going on once in a turn and in 3 successive turns, and then I ran out of enemies because I took a specific path. And then there was the movement. When you switch stances, you lose all your movement. that kind of, as you said, it fucked your
Yeah, you had that problem as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
had to be really careful.
so I'm not even sure that's a bug or not. Maybe it is. It's a bug from their end, perhaps.
Uh, I feel like it kind of is. It's sort of like when you're playing in the normal game and you transfer troops between somebody who's in camp stance and somebody who's not, and then you just lose all your movement because in camp stance counts as like having zero movement left, even though
That's
they could
honestly,
just
that's
in camp.
maybe the mechanic they did. They create a temporary army that is in the space of Torox, and then you have to use that army. And it's like, the old Torox is deleted. So when you change stance, it's like, okay, that temporary army is no longer there. Maybe that is the thing that they do.
Yeah, I mean, technically, it's probably not a bug. It probably works as the coders were intended to make it work and stuff. But I mean, it's just it doesn't work as expected. I guess is how that
Exactly,
works.
exactly. Like I honestly playing the early access though, it gives you an exposure to this, and we're kind of the beta tester. So we find the bugs, we message, okay, the progress bar moved, and it's like one bar away from finishing.
No. That's all right, man. Take your time. We'll just kick back and we'll wait for a few more people to join anyway. I'll say hello to a few people, but I was just gonna say chat. So yeah, hi Mercurial, hey Crucial, hey Jesus, hey Branislav, hey Saragoloth, hey No System Gaming, John Moshosh, Elijah, hey Dean. I think that's everybody. Yeah, like this just because of the nature of co-op, like Linksy and I are mainly going to be talking to each other, so we'll try to say hi to chat every now and again. But it's if we're constantly talking to chat, it kind of I don't know, it makes it a bit hard, So I think most people are here to see us play the co-op and see us kind of interact with each other. So yeah, so I'm just saying I might not talk to chat as much as I normally do, but I am reading the chat and I am aware that you're there. So yeah, just hey Tom, hey Andrew Jones, welcome guys, hey Melko.
Oh man, so on my end, I have a couple of people telling me to kick your ass, to destroy the heretic mercy from Tom.
Very good, very good. They didn't get the whole cooperative side of it. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Kill our
Where are you?
bromance. Oh my god, let's Zoris as well. Yeah, everyone's like, beat him. Why would I? He's my bro.
I'm sure you'll get a chance to beat me up later on. I'm just saying, don't like beat me up straight away because I need you to help me show off this Torox mechanic. Oh, I like your screensaver.
I need you as powerful as possible, so then I can showcase how powerful the Skinks is. Because holy damn. Although I must say that it broke me last Sunday, but I managed to get 700 kills on one singular Chameleon Skink unit by microing it enough, and that is insane.
Wow.
It was
I've just put up a link. I've just pinned a link to Linksy's stream.
Oh, yeah,
So yeah, for anyone who hasn't watched a co-op before or head-to-head, basically the correct way to do it is that you get both streams going at once. You mute the sound on one stream, and you have like one on each monitor, so you can kind of see the perspective from both players at the same time. And that gives that also gives both of the people the views and all that kind of stuff, which is helpful for our channels and stuff. So yeah, I've got a link there for Linksy. So if you want to, if any of the guys in my channel want to click on that and chuck Linksy a like and a sub on his stream as well, that'd be great.
Oh, thank you very much. Same from my end. I put your thing up now. I think I put your thing in the description, but oh wow, yeah, a lot of your viewers are very nice. They're already over here.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Okay,
how's your progress bar going now?
It says it's launching.
Oh, cool.
So it should launch.
That's cool. I didn't get a chance to check out the official patch notes today. I watched a little bit of Zerkovic's stream where he was discussing them, but I think he was mainly talking about the multiplayer aspects of it. The only thing I really noticed about the patch notes is that a lot of the stuff was not in it. A lot of the stuff was not in the patch notes. So like the Kemmler changes that Dame covered on her stream, Kemmler wasn't even mentioned on anything in the patch notes, even though he got quite a few changes to their skill line. Did you notice anything else that was not in the patch notes that was
not really. I mean, I'm looking through them again now. They,
Main thing I think is the faction changes. I don't think they were all mentioned in there, but I can't remember
yeah, I think
what
so.
they all
Yeah,
are.
there's there seems to be stuff missing, but at the same time, I don't know because I didn't read everything.
Dash just says the most important change was the melee defense for blessed trebuchets. I don't know if he's joking or what, but
I mean, it's
anyway.
one melee defense. It doesn't make any difference, to be honest. I
Okay,
don't
he's
know why.
just okay,
I don't know
just
why.
making a joke maybe.
Um, okay, why isn't this game launching?
Because you want it to launch. It's like a watch pot can never boils. It's because you're watching it load. That's
Yeah,
why it's not
it's like,
loading. You might need to like restart your computer or something.
oh my god. What?
Or restart Steam. Did you restart Steam?
Okay, let me try and do that.
I noticed that they reduced pretty much every unit by 2 melee attack. I thought that was an interesting choice. Like, I mean, I guess the obvious thing it seems to mean is that they're trying to slow down melee, so that maybe like I don't know, make it so like defensive melee units can hold the line a little bit longer, make the melee combat slow down a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. That seemed. I mean, I don't know much about multiplayer balance, but in campaign, it seems like I don't know. If anything, it'd be the ranged units that they'd want to, weaken a little bit, maybe. But I don't know. Melee already lasts
I
forever.
think they did that for a reason, though, because I noticed while playing that the mass of units has changed a lot, and the hitboxes are different now. So with the hitboxes being different, means that most units are getting hit more often, and if they're getting hit more often, means that you need to reduce the melee attack to try and balance it out.
Oh, that's really interesting. Hadn't noticed that at all.
I noticed it with the Minotaurs.
Oh, okay. I noticed a little bit of difference with some of the movement on the units because, like, they did that like plus 200 acceleration deceleration in that you can get for like Free Company and Empire Knights. But some of the guys in chat noticed that some of the other units seem to have more acceleration now as well. So I think they might have like they're kind of just aware of that acceleration deceleration. Maybe they tweaked that on a few units.
Could be, could be. Yeah, it seems Steam on my end has correct. This never happened, and it is happening today. The one day I needed...
Dreamer's curse.
Yeah.
It always goes wrong when you're trying to do something.
Orc boar calf got better. That's interesting.
Which what?
Orc boars.
Orc boars got better? Okay, yeah.
So
I think all chariots got better. As I understood it, the chariot thing was that the chariots have 3 sort of hitboxes for collision. There's one on the boars or whatever, or the horses or whatever at the front. There's one collision on the chariot thing at the back, and there's another thing on the actual hinge in between the front and the back. And they'd somehow set it up so that the hinge part was larger than it was supposed to be, so that when the chariots were going through infantry, that middle hitbox on the hinge was hitting everything too much, which was slowing them down and was spreading the damage from their charge impact over too many units and stuff like that. So they reduced that down, and then that made them work. I think that was part of it. I think anyway. But yeah, whatever. I noticed chariots worked pretty good.
Razor Gores were fantastic. Like I when I was playing with Kazarak, I managed to get. Essentially, I was wiping out entire Bretonnian armies using one singular Razor Gore chariot, and it was doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh bloody hell! It's reset part of the program. I am really sorry to the chat. On Mercy's side and to Mercy, because it's. I don't know what's happening.
What is actually happening right now? Are you loading the game or?
It's saying it's loading the game, but then it does micro updates that last 10 seconds, and then it just keeps playing.
Okay. Oh, I guess we give it a few more minutes, so maybe.
The game got corrupted. The game got corrupted.
Okay. Have you got any like mods on or anything? Like...
No. The game just got corrupted. It's doing a verification. Why?
Oh, so that's gonna take ages and go through the whole thing again.
It's already 10% through. But again, if you want to postpone this at this point, I am really sorry. It seems to be
What I might do is I'll just jump into a single player campaign and I'll just kind of explain I'll just explain the Torx and mechanics, because that's something I probably would want to do, while we're playing anyway, and that way we can just I can just sort of introduce, do that part before
Yeah,
you,
sure.
before you jump in. So when you reckon you're nearly ready, I'll just let me know and I'll cancel my campaign and we can.
No, just your take. Just yeah. God. I mean, it's
actually,
moving really fast, so it shouldn't take that long.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I'll just show. I might actually load the one that I did where I broke the rampage, just so people can look and see what we're talking about with that as well. That's probably good. It's good to get this opportunity just to show that off quickly. I'm loading. Sorry, guys. Please hold. So yeah, Jesus suggested, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I have reset theme, and now it's just verifying the game files. I mean, to be honest, it's out of 38 gigabytes. It's already done with 10, and it's downloading the corrupted files really fast. So at least it's like 44 megabits per second, if anyone knows what that is.
I trust you. It seems that it's going well. Yeah, so this is the start of a Torx campaign, guys, for anyone who's watching my stream. And basically you have your rampage meter in here, and you've got also this momentum mechanic. So I pretty much already explained this in my video that probably most of you guys have already seen. But yeah, basically you have these momentum. I've got 3 at the moment, and you can spend 2 of those. When you press this button down here, it spends 2 of those momentum, and it refreshes your movement bar. But you can only do that after you achieve harsh rampage, which is this level here. And every time you fight a battle, you get about, at the start you get about 8 points. I noticed you get eight rampage marks. I think the theory was that you get more rampage marks if you fight a bigger battle. But I noticed in the first few battles, maybe it's because these sieges are all around the same size. You tend to get 8 rampage marks per battle. But then if you manage to chain together multiple battles in a single turn, then you'll actually get more rampage marks per battle. So instead of getting 8 rampage marks per battle, you might get 10 or 12 or whatever. But yeah, if we go into my rampage thing now, you'll see 8. You see there 8. So then 8. Eventually, this gets up to 50, and then you get the ability to spend your momentum to reset it, right? But if you can chain enough battles in one turn, then you start getting more and more rampage marks per battle, and then and to the point where you can just reset it and then get back into harsh rampage again within one battle. And then you can, once you get to that point, you can kind of just keep it cycling around continuously, because once you get your rampage up to the top, then it'll reset back to the bottom again. So you get up to that first stage of harsh rampage, however long that takes you, then you can just keep resetting your movement continuously as much as you want, keep fighting battle after battle after battle. But as soon as you get that rampage up to the maximum, it resets down to 0. You lose the ability to reset your turn, and you just have to go back into slow version again, But as I said, if you get enough up to the point where you're able to reset your rampage again without actually stopping, then you can get into this sort of endless turn mode. But then if you so this is the final battle again that I fought against Tretch when I was doing my 50 battle in one turn the other night. We're doing a head-to-head versus Linksi. I'll just finish to sort of resolve this battle. But yeah, so this is what it looks like when you break the rampage meter, right? So, sorry, I'll just quickly load this in. So yeah, you can see I did it on turn 34. I think Legend was able to do it a lot earlier on his campaign, but not everyone can be as good as Legend. So yeah, I got that. I was happy to just manage to do it eventually. So yeah, but yeah, so this is what it looks like when you break it, right? So normally what happens is you get up to this first point, and then you start being able to rampage. You start being able to press this button to reset your movement, and then every time you do a battle, it goes up and up and up, and then you get to this point, and then it resets back to 0. This button grays out again. You can't reset your movement, and then then it just ends, and then you go back to it's the next person's turn. But if once you've fought enough battles in a row, you can fight this one. It resets back. Maybe you save a little bit of movement, like I have here, and then you go fight another battle, and then because you've fought so many battles, that next battle resets it back up to all the way up to full again. But you can see here, mine's gone to maximum and it didn't reset. It's just stuck at maximum. So I'm just now in permanent rampage mode. And whenever I run out of movement, I can just press this button again.
So essentially,
around.
if I can ask,
And,
you get to permanent rampage mode if you fill the bar and then keep filling it over the bar.
no, no, so that's what I thought the first time I did it. Actually, I thought I just had to like overclock the bar to so much that it would blow up or whatever. But that's not actually what you got to do. You got to actually get it to the end and then have it reset back to 0, and then you've got to overfill the bar in one battle. So you got to go from 0 to
Oh,
more than
wow.
150 in one battle, so yeah, so it's quite hard to do that because you need to because normally you only get 8. So before you only get 8 rampage marks per battle, right? But after you fight like 5 or 10 battles, you'll start getting like 50 rampage per battle, right? But you don't need 50, you need 150. So you've got to fight like 20 consecutive battles or something, and then reset, and then that first battle has to be like a big one that goes boom all the way up to max.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah.
So it is
So
even harder than I thought it is.
yeah, yeah, probably. How are you going? You ready?
It's halfway done.
Okay, Neil's still there. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd say it's well, yeah. Again, it's like, is it a bug or is it whatever? It's like as I said, it's probably the program is probably programmed it according to their instructions. You know what I mean? So it's probably working as intended to a degree. But yeah, I don't know.
I
It seems like it might be a bug. I don't know.
I don't think
Maybe
they
it's
thought anyone would manage to get so many fights in one turn. 'Cause-
Yeah, I mean that's the assumption is that they probably didn't mean it to be like that, and they probably will nerf it. But I don't know. Maybe they like it feels good. Like it feels like you're playing as Torox and you're just trying to go on this orgy of destruction, and then you finally manage to just overclock the game to the point where you just get to have endless rage, and it kind of feels like right. It feels like how it should be. Korn has blessed me with endless rage, but I don't know. I don't know if they should fix that. Like maybe they should leave it like that. It's kind of cool.
It did. I mean, yeah, it is. It's like an achievement. They should make an achievement out of it, genuinely
Yeah,
speaking.
like you broke the rampage meter, but I don't know. Yeah, I could go either way on that. I don't know if they'll leave it or they'll change it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to essentially wipe out all of Ulthuan. Yeah, pretty
So
much.
now
So I,
essentially you can keep walking non. You don't even need to press enter. You just keep going, right?
Yeah, you don't press enter and you just keep resetting your movement. Yeah. So the first time I tried to set it off was over here with the Eschen and Mordheim because you could like attack Eschen, then choose raise and advance, and you'll pop back out here and you'll have a bit of movement, and then you can also attack Mordheim. So I tried to that, but there was no armies around, and 2 battles wasn't going to be enough to reset it. So I kept fighting a bit more. Then I came over here and I tried to do with Waldenhof and Eschen. Which I managed to do, but then I couldn't get from Eschen and over to Tempelhof, so I ran out again. And then I kept fighting around, fighting along, and then I tried to do it again, again here in Helmgart and Montfort, and that one went for a while, but then I kind of ran out. So then I went across to Ulthuan, and I set up this ultimate one around Tor Karui because there was 3 armies camped outside it, so it was like 4
Okay.
battles in one. So I was like, right, this is how it's going to happen. And then I stuffed up my movement by changing stance and lost all my movement and screwed it up. And so, so I kept going around wiping out Ulth One. Then finally, I managed to get it going again on Ulth One.
I think the easiest way
And
to get it going would be Central Austria near Mustamundi start, because there's so many settlements in close proximity.
maybe, but the thing is, like, you need to be able to move between them in, like, the movement isn't that great around there, like because of jungle and all that crap. So you don't want to be anywhere where there's swamps or jungle or
Fair enough.
mountains
Fair
or
enough.
anything.
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
want to be on like flat plains where the movement's at max.
Fair enough.
I think Ulthuan's definitely a good place to do it. I think Bretonia is quite good with lots of settlements. Empire is quite good with lots of settlements. But yeah, the places, yeah, you mainly want to look for somewhere with 2 settlements close together, so you can potentially siege. So sieges are hard because you don't get to get your full movement. You only get like a portion of your movement awarded after the siege. If you choose raise and advance, you get about half your movement or whatever. Whereas if you're fighting open field battles, you next to an enemy army, reset your movement before the battle, and then after you fight them, you'll still have almost all of your movement left.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so it's like field armies are what you're looking for is the best sort of thing. But if you can get like a couple of settlements next to each other, then and the raise and advance is enough to be able to make it, then that's you can use that as part of your chain as well.
So essentially, you need settlements and armies to be close.
Yeah, you need lots of settlements and lots of armies all in the same area, basically, to try to get it going. Once you get to the point where you're resetting your whole bar in one shot, it doesn't really matter too much. But it's mainly that first time you try to set it off, you'll need like 3 or 4 videos all together. 3 or 4 videos. You'll need like 3 or 4 armies all near each other for that first time you reset, because you'll need a lot of rage. You need a lot of rage tokens to get it. But once you've cycled through the rampage, rampage bar like three times or whatever, by that stage every battle will give you so much rampage that you won't
And
need too many battles.
that's from buffs that you get, or from
No, so every battle that you fight within the one turn means you get more and more rampage marks. So, like I was demonstrating before, when you first start on those crappy sieges, you only get 8 rampage marks, right? But if instead of that being my first battle this turn, that had been my 27th battle this turn, then that same crappy siege that would give me 8 rampage marks would give me like 145 rampage marks, just because it's the 27th battle that turn.
okay, all right. So it's okay. Wow. So he's just steroids on steroids on steroids, growing.
If you can keep going in the same turn. So if I get 10 battles in a turn and then I can't make it to anyone else and I have to end my turn, then next turn it's back to 8 rampage marks per battle again. Even if,
Okay, so the endless rage ends if you end your turn.
Yeah, if you end your turn, then you go back to normal again. You got to start all the way from the start again.
Oh, that's actually not that crazy, to be honest. That's actually it's much weaker than I thought it was, from how I understood it. Just to update you, it's like 25% left from mine.
Okay, so still going. That's cool. Legend did a video comparing all the Beastman lords, but when he does his videos, he rates the lords without their faction effects. So he rates them just as if you just were playing some other generic faction that was none of those, and you've just confederated them. That's how he sort of treats them. I think outside of that video, in one of his streams, he said that in terms of starting lords, then Taurox is probably definitely the most powerful out of them, because obviously he's got this rampage mechanic. But yeah, in his video he's not comparing their faction effects. He's just comparing the actual lords themselves.
No, Taurox is definitely the most powerful. Taurox's faction with Malagor, I think, would be the dream team, because Malagor is insanely strong. His speed, when I was testing stuff out with him, I got him to 127 movement speed, flying with a very small hitbox.
I wouldn't mind trying Malagor or Kazrak as well. I think the Beastman mechanics are just really cool now. Like the way that you get your the dread, the rewards of dread menu, where you choose as you fight through the game, you get this currency called dread. You can spend it on this stuff. It's pretty. I really like this. It's really cool. There's like your chaos rewards that you can get, all these items you can buy and stuff as well.
Mercy, by the way, if you feel that you tell me, listen, just you'll do your thing tonight, I understand. Because I know this has taken almost 30 minutes now, and it happens. It's shitty. So if you tell me, listen, just we'll cancel it and you do your own thing, I completely understand, because I don't want to bore your viewers and.
If they watch me, they're used to being bored anyway. Let's face it.
I doubt it, man. You're very nice. Like this morning, for example, like I was doing work and I was watching in the background. It's very relaxing.
Oh, nice. I'm glad. It's beard ASMR.
Exactly.
Just to send you off to sleep. You can just watch it in bed.
No, genuinely, it was really nice. I was like, oh, it's super productive. It's like having a chat. And a couple of friends.
That's no worries, man. Mercurial said he personally doesn't mind waiting.
Aww.
Thanks, Mercurial. Very nice.
He's a very nice lad.
Thinking about an interesting question. He said, "Can you get all the legendary lords in co-op as Beastmen?" As I don't know for sure, but from what Legend was saying, as I understand it, this menu that I'm looking right now on my screen, is where you choose the confederation. And like if the Lord doesn't exist on the map, basically this spawns one in. So if you're playing on Vortex or whatever, none of these Beastmen Lords exist. So when you do the gain Lord confederation, that will create them, you know. But if you're on the map and if you're on Mortal Empires and these Beastmen Lords are roaming around, then you just confederate them. It's just like a normal confederation. So so both of us wouldn't be able to confederate all of the Lords because
wait,
you know, we can't
wait.
confederate the same guy.
What if it creates a new guy?
Well, yeah, I mean, in theory, I could do that, but I mean, I don't think that's the intention. Like, it's just meant to be like a normal.
No, yeah, but
confederation, like-
just imagine if we both play as Beastmen. Like, for example, you start as Storks, I start as Kazrak, and then we confederate each other. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, that would be weird. I don't know if I would like that though. I don't really like duping stuff. It's like the Gotrek thing. Like I thought it was really cool. Like, and I was eager to show it off, and I was happy that it got shown to me. You know, it was a fun thing to do. But I never really used it in my campaigns much because I just, you know, it's sort of, I don't know, it just sort of makes the game seem wrong. You know, if you got like dupes of these unique characters floating around. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to be a downer. Like, yeah,
no.
It's cool.
It's a cool idea. It's not something that would be practical or feasible to play with because imagine having 20 Malagors running around the battlefield, like, and especially with Beastmen, you don't get army costs and supply lines.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like a lot of some of the craziest exploits sometimes, like they're like, you know, they're really exciting when you first find out about them and you're like, oh my god, that's amazing, you know. Like the movement bug, you know. But then after a while you're like, actually it's not that amazing because if you just movement bug all the time it kind of ruins the game.
Yeah, it makes it way too easy. It makes it way too easy.
So it's like it's almost like the more exciting and the more crazy the exploit is when you first find it, and then you're like doing it, and you're like, oh yeah, this is cool. Like I'm pulling off some crazy stuff here. Then that almost makes it like, yeah, a week from now I'm probably not like never going to use this again because I don't want to, you know. That's how I feel.
I like finding the bugs per se. Like I loved finding the magic exploit. I loved finding the movement exploit. They were really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
After a
Thanks
while,
for sharing those with us too.
And I mean, I found them from other people. So.
Okay, well, you told me about a lot of these things, so yeah, thanks for that.
I mean, it's we share the information with each other, but then it's like the magic bug. People were getting bored on my stream, and I was kind of getting bored because every single siege I was winning the siege with a beast magic, just infinite flock of crows or flock of doom, and just, you know, casting 60 of them in a second on the same place because of a macro command, and it does detract from the game and from the fun of the game.
Yeah, it's funny how it's a different sort of like streaming games is a different kind of premise from just playing it yourself. So it's you got to kind of like, it's not that you want to like make it sort of fun and keep a certain level of flow going as well, rather than just you know, just playing for yourself kind of thing.
I mean, for me, it's always about breaking the game, and when that happens, I'm happy because I've achieved something which, you know, I've broken the system, I've broken the rules, and the construct within the game has been set. But then you lose a certain amount of fun from it.
Yeah. Okay,
it's telling me 10 minutes again. No, 30. What? No, 10. Okay, why?
Oh dear.
It's less than 10 gigabytes though now.
Oh jeez. Is the event duping this getting fixed this update? I don't know. I assume so. The Gotrek, if you're talking about the Gotrek bug, the Gotrek bug is definitely fixed on Gotrek because I've tested that myself. I haven't tested it yet on Imric, but I assume that they would have checked. You know, I assume it was. I assume it was from my video or from Legends video that they noticed about the bugs, and so I assume that they would have definitely been aware of both of them. So, you know, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing they did fix it. I wonder if I had a little mini update on my game today, but I don't know the other guys when I mentioned it in the creator Discord, they didn't like nobody else said that they had it as well. So they did fix the fake cast exploit, yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so you can't do that one
I
anymore.
checked the Imric one. I didn't check, but I checked. I tried to dupe the Ogre Mercenaries, but that didn't work. So maybe all
No,
events.
that was the first thing I checked as well. As soon as I got the Ogre
Oh
Mercenaries, I
man.
was like,
Yeah, because in my head it's like, oh yeah, we'll dupe the Ogre Mercenaries and I'll have an Ogre Mercenary army. Even if they're weak, if I have them early on, that's fine. But I really don't like the Ogre Mercenaries. They're so weak. They're so weak.
yeah. I mean the cavalry are pretty fun, I reckon.
I don't know. I didn't find them to be that good. It's like they kind of died too quickly. Like the moment they touch something, they start dying, and they're meant to be this super strong, hardy unit.
Yeah, I guess so.
That stack you have though is crazy strong. Like wow.
Did do you know if they fixed the Tuskor? Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. I thought I had a an update, but I don't know if I actually did
No, it
have an
doesn't
update or
seem
not.
so. Wow, their task scores are strong. Crikey.
Okay, so I should definitely get my Tuskors going as soon as possible then.
Oh yeah.
I think actually knew somebody told me about that when I was doing my stream. So I actually got my Tusk. I recruited a unit of Tuskors as like a top priority.
Yeah, I don't know why they're functioning so powerfully though, because in theory they're weaker than Razor Gores. I mean, they're cute as hell. Like, I would buy a plushie of the score. Look at them. Look how cute they are.
One more day till the DLC, guys. Not far away.
10
I'm
miracle.
actually yeah, I've been kind of playing like just like one episode of every different campaign, trying to show off. There he is. This is our big bad boy, Torox, looking pretty cinematic there. He's humping these Tuskors for some reason. Centaurs spam make a solid army. I don't know. I found Centaurs were always really flimsy. I like tough stuff that doesn't die. You know.
Centaurs are good in multiplayer, but not in the campaign.
Yeah, they're just like fast, basically fast cav. Basically, aren't they? They're pretty fast and yeah, I think they're pretty can be pretty damaging as well.
No, in multiplayer, I've seen them decimate like 3 armies in a free for all. Like one of my tournaments, someone just got Centaurs and just annihilated everything, barely losing any one of his units.
Oh wow.
It was terrifying to watch, to be honest. It was absolutely terrifying.
I've never really played Beastmen in the campaign much because yeah, they sucked basically, but they don't suck anymore.
No, I mean they're really good. Oh wow, those animations are incredible. The way he held his axe. I'm really happy. Okay, what's the thing that you liked the most from this update slash pass slash DLC?
The dwarfs.
Absolutely,
I love me some
yeah,
dwarfs.
same. And then I liked Beastman, but then I went for the Skinks and I just fell in love with the Skinks, and it was so much fun making Chameleon Skink Doomstack and just not killing everything by selecting all the things, putting them in skirmish mode and just moving them forward, and they kill everything in their path and never get caught.
Yeah, I played a little bit with Oxyotl. I only just played the one episode, so but yeah, I had my chameleon skinks and the skinks, and yeah, I was definitely enjoying it. It was pretty fun. Not as much fun as I had with the dwarves and with Torox though. But yeah, it's pretty
The
good.
dwarves,
Yeah, so
dwarves were nice. The one thing I didn't like
yes.
with the Lizardmen was the Kotls. I don't know how to pronounce it. They are so weak. They are expensive, so it cost me 40,000 to recruit a full stack of them, and then they died to Malekith. The flying creature they got.
Coatl.
Yeah, that's one. It's so weak.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried them out. Yeah, I was only like got to early games, so yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to after the DLC comes out. Because then I'll stop like just playing these like one episode campaigns of everything and like and actually start getting into some proper campaigns, which will be cool. but I mean, I've been having a lot of fun, like just playing all these different things and stuff. It's been really cool. But yeah,
Okay, it should be launching any second now. If it doesn't, I might feel myself destroying my PC. I get like, it's like, it's working perfectly fine and it's doing perfectly fine, but then when I need it to function properly, it just like, nope. Like it happened last time I got hosted by Legend. It started lagging like crazy, and I'm like, why? It's like,
no.
why?
Honestly, man, I like it's, I know you had a tournament on tonight, and I really appreciate you just sort of like jumping out, into doing this with me. Like, yeah, like as yeah, so Linksy had a tournament like that he had to run like 2 hours before this. So yeah, we knew that it was potentially gonna, be tight, but yeah, he got the tournament all wrapped up in time, but then he had to, because he was obviously playing the tournament with you guys.
Yeah.
He had to play on the other version of the game. So yeah, that's basically what we're waiting for.
It basically was done. It was done by 9:05, and then it was launching, and then it got corrupted, and now I had to reinstall the entire game essentially while we were talking, which is almost done. It's like the last 2 bars or so.
Again there.
So hopefully it will launch in any second now. But meanwhile, you guys can enjoy Mercy destroying menacingly every army as if a threat to me. Zeal, no, it's not. It's not fixed. It's hopefully will fix though.
What's that?
No, Zeal is one of my chat.
Oh, okay. So yeah, on my game here, I've got all of my heroes mounted on Tuskor chariots because the Tuskors apparently are quite overpowered. So yeah, basically all these guys are on the Tuskor chariots so that they can just go around killing everything basically. I might not use Tuskor's chariots in this game because just to see what it's like without them.
No, use them. Use them. That they're not gonna be there tomorrow. I know that they're probably gonna nerf them by tomorrow.
Oh, really? That'd be really good if they did nerf that. Like the Tusk, like honestly, the Taurox thing. Well, as we're going to hopefully show in this stream, we might not be able to really get that far today because we kind of, only got a little bit of time left. But yeah, we'll keep playing this. We'll do at least 1 or 2 or more episodes of it. So we just try to get this Rampage thing showing off. But yeah, I kind of hope they don't fix the Taurox thing, so you guys can try it out as well and just sort of see how hard it is to do it. I'll be interested to see if because that's the thing, if they let everybody have access to the Taurox thing, then they'll get to see people like crazy exploits to be able to get endless rampage in 1 turn and stuff like that, which I wasn't able to achieve anything close to that. But I'd be really interested to see what people will figure out. And like it's just like it was just the streamers, even though there's a lot of people that get early access, like it's still not a large enough pool to have, like once we have the resources of all of you guys, like all of the gamers that play Total War, trying to figure out strategies and stuff like that, there's just so much more stuff that comes out, like it doesn't matter how good me and Linksy are, we aren't going to figure out everything that you can do in the game,
Oh wow, Venris is on my live stream. Hey Venris. But yeah. I am really frustrated right now because of this, because I was like, all day long I was planning strategies on what to do, because I kind of want to redeem myself as well with Oxyotl as of my last playthrough with him. So yeah, but we shall see.
No, that's okay. And like I said, I really appreciate you dropping everything to like jump in and do this with me. Yeah, no worries.
It's okay. It's not like I have a life outside of this room.
Yeah, somebody asked me on stream, like, was I at a cafe on Sunday? And because they thought that they like served me at a cafe, like where they worked as a waiter or something like that, or and I was like, no, unlikely, since I haven't left this room for like a week. Since I got early access, I've just been here playing Total War the whole time, except for when I was asleep.
Yeah, you've really put the you pushed really hard. Like you did extremely well, and you deserve it. But you pushed really hard. I noticed, like streaming twice a day sometimes. I'm today basically.
It was actually, I think, actually made a good. I think it was a really good plan for me to do that. It wasn't a hardship. I was just playing, when I felt like it. Pretty much, I did my normal stream at 4 a.m., which which I normally try and do, 4 a.m. my time. And then I'd go to sleep, and then I'd get up, and then I'd potter around for a little while, and then I'd just jump back on. And at first I thought, oh, maybe I'll just do some like research. I'll just play the game and do some research or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, may as well just stream it.
Yeah, I mean, if
So,
you're, wow, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd like to stream much more often, but as I told you, like I'm constantly working, so streaming has been less now. Hopefully, though, as of next week, I'll be able to stream way more. So very excited about that. Like good stuff. Be able to play games always. The nerd inside of me is like, yes.
we said I have 3,119 hours in Warhammer 2, and I haven't come up with an exploit yet. Well, that's all right, Cook Monkey. I mean, I'm sure when they say exploit, though, it's like everybody's always coming up with little things. Like you don't even realize that. Like when you're playing, you're noting stuff that the AI does. You're like, oh yeah, if I go here, they sometimes don't react to a flank attack, or if I do this in a siege, they. So it's like you might not think of it as an exploit, but it's like pretty much everything that you're doing in the game as a single player is figuring out some way to exploit some advantage in the game,
Yeah. Okay. I'm in the last half gigabyte. Come on, computer.
Don't even tell me. Stop teasing me, Linksi. Don't even tell me about your progress bar. I've been burned like that before.
Mercy.
You say I'm in the last little bit, and then you're like, oh no, it's another 15 minutes now. So
Mercy. Trust me. My heart right now is breaking in half.
Hey guys, if someone says trust me, that's like the number. That's a very good sign that you should not trust them.
My heart is breaking in half right now because I really want to play. I canceled everything I had, and I was like, yes, it's gonna be a Warhammer night, and then well, at least that this is somewhat fun watching you massacre everything. Like, Jesus Christ, this is terrifying.
Yeah, so with this, so this is your normal stance, right? That you get in movement, and this stance, when you go to stance Juggernaut rating, you get 50% extra campaign movement. So at the end of your turn, if you change into this, and then you refresh your movement, you get refreshed with the extra 50% movement, right? But then this is kind of what screws you over, though, because then if you go into like a siege like this, it changes your stance automatically. You change out of rating stance and you go into like sieging stance or whatever. You go into your normal beastman stance. See, I didn't change that; it just automatically changed, right? So then I siege this guy and I do whatever, and then raise an event. So now I've got a bit of extra movement, right? But then wait for the game to lag a bit. Yeah, so I chose raise in advance, so I get a little bit extra movement after I do the siege. So now I'm thinking, logically, I'll go back into raiding stance again, and then that'll extend this bit of movement because I can't quite make it to these settlements, right? So you press this, and then, but actually, there's a bug where when you change stance, you just lose all your movement. So that actually screwed up one of my runs trying to get the endless rampage. So that was pretty sucky.
And you can replenish the movement as many times as you want, or is there a limit before you have to fight another battle?
Well, yeah. Every time you fight a battle, you get 2 more momentum tokens, and every time you refresh your movement, it costs you 2 momentum tokens. Okay. So you basically need to fight one battle per. You need to fight a battle for every movement refresh, except for you get in here, you get a reward in level 2 that makes the momentum cost to replenish -1. So it only takes 1 momentum instead of 2. Okay. And this lasts for 5 turns, but because you're on an endless turn, it just never runs out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically, once you get it going, you get 2 momentum per battle, and it costs 1 to refresh your movement. So you basically just have to fight a battle. Like 1 battle every 2 times that you refresh your movement.
Well, that's so not bad.
It's your movement's really long, so it's pretty easy to find a battle in that time.
You should do the quest battle, unless you've already done it.
We'll do the quest battle while we're waiting for you to. All right, that'll be fun. You guys want to see the quest battle?
And the reason I'm saying that as well is I'm thinking about it. What if you get stuck in between cities and you want to keep your momentum going, but if you move too much, you're going to lose everything? Would the quest battle count for that?
No, the quest. Actually, I don't know if the quest battles restore momentum or not. That's a good question. They don't. Apparently, the quest battles don't give you rampage, so you can't use them to reset your rampage bar. But they might actually give you momentum. I don't know. Did anyone? I didn't actually. Oh, this isn't a quest battle. This is just a normal battle. I'll just use this one to refresh my to just regenerate my heroes a little bit more. But yeah, we'll try out. We'll do the quest battle after this, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. See these guys getting wrecked. Yeah, we'll do the quest battle. That'll be a good little something for you guys to see. Legend tried the quest and it didn't. Oh, so the quest didn't give momentum and it didn't give rampage either.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I say no. The reason I
good.
went silent, I'm praying right now. I'm praying with everything I have in my soul to our master Zinch. Maybe he shows us some love.
Whenever I see them, like, whenever I see my like 7 minotaurs trying to kill an enemy lord, I just think of that meme with the girl on the couch and the like the 5 black guys.
Oh my god. And I thought I was bad.
Should I not have said that? Is that politically incorrect?
I mean, it's not politically incorrect. It's just terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, minotaurs are big. Lizard's a designated shafted race. I don't know. I think that Lizard's got some good stuff in there. So, by the way, the review embargo dropped. So this is like testing the Torok stream. This is giving our opinions on the DLC because the review embargo dropped, and this is patch notes discussion. So if you're here for any of those things, we can do all those things. Chariots will no longer collide with invisible dead bodies. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice about that. Yeah, lizards are I don't know if lizards are the designated shafted race. They're definitely like one of the least dynamic races. You know, like when I played, I'm not a lizard man expert, so maybe other people can. You know, is the sword available for Torx? You mean the sword of what do you call it? Sword of Cain. It's. I mean, if somebody's got it, I can kill them and take it off them, but no one's got it at the moment. Because this is the same turn that I was previously in Ulthuan, and I destroyed the Shrine of Cain. So I saw the sword hovering over here, and I didn't think about it. I thought, oh yeah, I'll just attack that and I'll get it. But it didn't work like that because it wasn't. You have to actually kill somebody who's got it. It's only the elves that can get it from the building. So no, the swords. I mean, you can theoretically you can get the Sword of Cain on Torox, but I can't get it in this current campaign because the elves haven't built it, and this turn's never going to end because I've got endless rampage, so the elves will never get a chance to actually build it. But yeah, fix the issue where player gets harsh morale penalty when flying units are left. They reduced the morale penalty for players for flying units. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you have high enough morale, then you can just not worry about it. Like if you had all unbreakable flying units or something, then you could just not worry about it. But yeah. Okay, so this is the quest battle. All right, I might oh, we've got reinforcements from Sporticus. Sporticus the orcs.
Oh my god.
How cool is that? You know, because the new faction with the red orcs that hang out in
okay.
Nagara.
Okay. Yeah. The meme, the broken chains.
The meme, yeah. The broken chains. Yeah, I think they brought that in last time. They with Rakath. There was the Sporticus guys, the legendary Sporticus, indeed.
You can actually
you still need one.
Free them with the sisters, and they can start causing rebellions randomly in Nagaroth if you play with the sisters campaign.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the sisters get a little Yeah, well, oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. But yeah, I'm just doing this quest battle now. So here we go. See what Torok says. If he says any, oh, there's no speech or anything. You just go straight into it.
It's absolutely beautiful from what I hear, though. The cinematics are fantastic, so don't skip anything.
Okay. Oh, should I translate or just let it play? No, just it's fine.
Yeah, it's writing it below.
It's cool how Creative Assembly actually like created the Dark Elf. I mean the Beastman's language. They got some like linguistics dudes, and they actually made up their language. It's pretty cool. All right, let's just ride over here and slaughter these guys.
This is gonna be a stomp.
Oh, it's gonna be horrifying. I feel sad for these dudes already.
Oh my god. I liked the new maps they added. Like they're really nice. The crossings, like there are 2 or 3 new maps, but they're really, really, really nice. They're just basically reskins of the old ones, but four at the same time.
Yeah, bro. 4 at the same time. That's how we do it.
What?
At the same time. There he is, a big bad boy.
He's so
Wreck everything.
Oh my lord.
I feel like these guys are going to be dead before we get a chance to really experience them.
Yeah. I mean, you've already killed everything.
You just put like 1 chariot on each unit. That should pretty much do it. I suppose they'll get reinforcements though, won't they?
Oh yeah, they just did. Yes.
Their army lasts long enough before the
Imagine
reinforcements
you,
come.
yeah, imagine you inflict army losses before the reinforcements arrive.
Yeah, our army's pretty overtuned at this point.
I mean, yeah, do you have a bunch of unsatiated bloodthirst and foul stink?
I've only got 4 foul stink heroes, but that's still like -12 morale that they're getting. Plus, I've got a buff that gives -8 morale enemy leadership.
Yeah, so it stacks.
So yeah, so I've really got like -20 something enemy leadership. So yeah, not enough that they instantly break or anything, but it definitely makes it significantly easier to
it definitely
to
helps.
break them.
It definitely helps.
There's someone still alive over here.
So overall, what did you give this DLC as a rating?
Ratings out of 10. I don't know if I really believe in like out of 10 ratings. Like they don't really, you know what I mean? They're not very
Like create your
indicative
own,
of anything. You know, like
give your own rating.
like. Well, I just like evaluate stuff, you know, I guess, and I'm like, yeah, it's really fun, you know. If it's like, should you buy it? Yes, but I've explained a number of times on my streams and stuff. I'm a total convert, you know. Like I'm like, yep, I'm just gonna buy every DLC. It doesn't even matter what they do at this point. Like I'll buy every DLC that comes out, regardless, you know. Even though, when I said that, even though I usually get the DLC for free now because Creative Assembly give them to us so we can, you know, review the game and all that. Like I still buy it. I just still make a point of buying every DLC and just give it away to somebody because I'm not even shilling for I just fucking love this game so much, and I just, you know, yeah, I don't know. I think it annoys people. Like some people like that when there's people like me that are just one-eyed about it. you know, and they do because they feel like it's bad as a consumer to like not, you know, exercise your consumer power to like not buy stuff when you think the quality's low or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally get that, but I feel like they've done enough, you know, like at this point they've done enough already to win my loyalty.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, even if every DLC from now on was terrible, like I'd still buy it just on the strength of the stuff they've already
No,
done,
it's
you
fair
know?
enough. That's fair enough. On a side note,
Yeah,
I'm giving up hope from this end.
it's not, well, it's not happening.
I mean, it's just stuck. It's installed everything. It's just stuck, and I don't know. Like,
Well, sure you want to restart it, or you don't want to. You're too scared to restart it. Is
yeah,
kind of the case. It's
I'm
like,
just because it keeps saying 1 minute, and then it jumps to 40 minutes, and it goes back to 1 minute, and it's been doing this for the past 10 minutes, and so I'm like, I've just given up hope. So I don't know. I feel I've wasted everyone's time now. Like, I feel bad as hell.
that's so good, man. Oh well, what's your rating for the DLC? Well, we've got you here.
So, well, it's complicated as you said. You can't just give a rating without anything. Like, I was actually working on a video for it today, and I was thinking, what would I rate it? What would I give it? The Beastmen themselves, I'd say, just a solid, incredible improvement. They fixed the horde problem in an excellent manner, which feels natural, which feels that it gives you power, but it's as powerful as it has a lot of weaknesses and a lot of things can go wrong. So it's a very high reward, high risk system, which I like because you can only blame yourself. You cannot blame, oh, because the AI was, just bullshit. No, you messed up, so you lost all of your progress. And then they also made ways that you can keep some of your progress, and it's faster for you to rebuild. You cannot get wiped out that easily, even if you play like a total dumbass. And I have played like a total dumbass. Like the first time I tried Kazrak, I charged that Ikit Claw and I died instantly. But since I had a Hearthstone, I was able to reset the Hearthstone and continue from there if I wanted. So I really like that. And I like that they did a lot of it just essentially for free for those who already had the DLC. And then they added extra flavor to Taurox, like they added Oxyotl, they made Skinks much more powerful. So I liked the addition of that. I like the addition of Skink Oracle, which incredibly rounds up the armies for Lizardmen. So they did a lot of things right? They made it really, really good. And then on top of that, they gave us the FLCs, like the Bray Shaman. They gave us the update for the dwarves, which is incredible, just absolutely incredible. So if I was to give it a rating out of 10, it would be 8 out of 10. Logically and objectively, it would be 8. As a fan,
the DLC.
yeah, as a fanboy, it would be a 9. So, something got stuck in my throat. But yeah, it's very complicated to try and as you mentioned shilling, like a lot of people tell you, oh, you're a shill because you whatever. It's not like we're fanboys. We love the game. We appreciate the game. We're the first people to criticize when something is wrong because we play tested it. So at least from my end, and I saw you did as well. Like we gave feedback as we were going along.
Yeah, I definitely will say if I think something's crap or like I don't like something or whatever, but I would never like I still be a fanboy of CA. Like, you know what I mean? Like even if if my and this is not my review is that it's really good. But like if my review is like, oh, this DLC is terrible, like I don't like any of the stuff that's in it, or whatever. It's like just say I said this is the worst DLC they've made. Like it was worse than Call of the Beastmen, it was worse than the original Chaos Warriors or whatever. Like if I said that, then I would still be a huge fan of CA. I'd still be a huge fan of the game. You know what I mean? It wouldn't even dampen. And I would still say that this DLC, that's the crappiest DLC ever, has still improved the game, has added a lot to it, and is still worth buying. Like that's like my baseline kind of thing. But I might still say, oh, I hate this unit, or this unit's just really crap. I don't really get into hating stuff too much, but I might just say like this unit's not very good or whatever. So I think it's like, yeah, I think as much as I think it's Yeah, I just feel the need to tell people that that's where I'm coming from. You know, like I'm not this kind. If you want to like a value for money proposition evaluation of the DLC, I'm not the guy to talk to. For me, it's always worth it. But I still think I've got useful input on on individual aspects of stuff. You know what I mean?
And the one
Well,
thing I recommend for everyone is that if you're on the fence about something, just wait till the sale comes and then buy it on the sale. Or just, if you don't feel like that you really love Beastman or you really love Lizardman, buy it when it's on sale, when it's like 25% of the price.
Yeah, definitely. There's always Steam sales. There are really good Steam sales that are that you can save heaps of money, and that's a really good thing to bring up. Things you like. So for me, like I'm on the for personally, I'm on the opposite end of the scale. So just say you went out to buy the game right now in Australia, it would be like $60 for the original game, $60 for the second game, so it'd be like $200. Then there'd be like a few race packs, there'd be another like $120. Then there'd be like all the DLCs, and it'd be like another 100, $200 worth of those DLCs. So, if you bought everything at full price, it would, cost you like $300 or $400 or so. I don't even know how much it would be. It'd be a lot. But for me, like if I just discovered the game right now, then I would be worth it for me to just buy it when it's not on sale and just get all of it straight away because it's just that good of a game, like in my opinion. But if money is a concern if you flat out don't have the money, you can't afford it, or if the value for money if it's a concern, then yeah, there's always really good sales on. But that's where I'm coming from. I just think it's that good of a game that it's basically worth paying at full price for it. But yeah.
Mercy, you know how they say you make lemonade out of lemons?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I realized?
But
We've chatted for almost an hour. I've had one of the best streams I've had in weeks, and you seem to still be keeping around 50 people. I think there is a market for podcasts about this stuff.
that's it. We're the lemon out of lemonade podcast. It's a new thing.
Because, wait, no way. No way, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Please, please, please don't joke. Fuck it, it's finally worked! Oh my god. Wait,
What happened?
did it work? Did it work?
Stop teasing us, Linksi.
I am not teasing, I'm crying. I'm about to cry because this is emotional for me.
Is it tears of joy?
Tears, of course.
Because the update's so good?
Oh, the update is fantastic.
The only thing
So I got
the teasers.
you know the screen that you get where it says I'm playing Total. Okay, you know the screen that you get to select what you're about to play. It came up and I clicked play, but nothing else.
Oh.
Nothing else popped up.
Maybe it's just still like updating or something. You'll be fine. So is it finished updating? Maybe now is the time.
No, it's finished updating. And
okay, maybe you need to restart your Steam.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and see what happens.
All right. I'm not gonna say it's about to happen, guys, but it might be about to happen.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's see. I've got to go to work in 3 hours, or 2.5 hours.
That's if come on.
So
if CA teases me like this. If CA,
so most of you got 2.5 hours to get this working.
You're actually working from the office again?
Nah.
Oh, you're working.
Nah, I just have to switch the game off and just turn on my my Teams, and away we go.
Yeah. Are you joking? It says I'm playing it.
You're playing it right now?
It says I'm playing it. I clicked play. It says it's running, but it's not opening.
Okay,
wait, let me do this.
So this is the chariot. See, that was pretty dense formation. They managed to pull through.
Why is it doing this to me? Why is it teasing me as such? Okay. Okay, I'm forcibly closing everything that I have, like Steam wise. Maybe that was the issue.
Another hard battle, guys. After the battle, my mentors are all like, "It was a tough game. It was a good game. You know, our opponents they put up a good fight for 20 seconds, but yeah." That's the thing with if you do manage to get the rampage going, you essentially get so many battles that you end up having like an end game army, but you're fighting against everyone else who's still stuck on turn 34. Who's going to get the sword first in versus Torox or Oxyotl? The race is on. The fate of the world is undecided. Indeed. When in Rome, make lemonade, says Jeff.
I feel I'm getting fucked over by what's his name?
By fate.
By Zinch right now.
By Loki. Oh, Zinch, yeah, that's right. Zinch is the Loki of Warhammer.
Because it's like Woody's telling me he can see that I'm playing it, but I cannot see the game.
So did you restart Steam?
I did, and it didn't work.
What's it? So what's it doing now?
It's just opening. You know that screen that that opens where you have to choose total war game.
Yeah.
So it opens that. I'm gonna try and open it.
Do you want to just restart your PC maybe? Because when you reinstall something, sometimes
if I do that, let's see.
The stream will be fine. Just leave the stream going in YouTube. Don't end stream in YouTube. Just end stream in your OBS, and then restart your computer, and then come back on, and then you should be able to just pick up your stream again.
Mm-hmm.
Your stream will just go black for a while, I guess, or whatever.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll see how it works. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just restart another. Okay, I'll be right back. I guess. I think.
No worries, Linksy. Thanks again, man.
I should be back in like 30 seconds. Hopefully.